it's all wadded up in a bunch. Sticks it in his belly. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job reloading and bringing in good quality programs with a lot of talented football players and those wide open, up-tempo, high-scoring offenses that can give any SEC defense problems.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Just sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. He's looking downfield to throw. Oh, he wants it all. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Canes decide to punt it away.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this and you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking for a crease. It's Miranda. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Owens. Finds his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Grace, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Algier. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding this receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Toss sweep right. Open space at the 25. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Great execution by this offense. The running game coming through, perfect fashion, breaks the big run, finishes inside the 10.
And they do a great job of blocking downfield with their wide receivers, too. And all of a sudden now, this offense knocking on the door.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. He'll ride his man on the option. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, LSU! Coaches say, we can't play you if you don't do what you're coached to do. We also can't play you if you only do what you're coached to do. That was just a great instinctive play.
That's a lot of do's, so I don't know what to do. What do you want me to do? All I know is that guy's fast, and he continues to break tackles and make plays and scramble outside the pocket. He can do it all, so I don't know what to do.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
A 3-yard pickup gets it out to the 28. It's 2nd and 7. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Got his man on the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wide receiver shows motion. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Quickly complete. Still running at the 40. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Fast motion from the offense. Run it with the fullback. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, LSU 7, Miami 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's got it on the right. At the 20, he's got space. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
We've seen really nice balance here on this drive. Quarterback's 3 for 3. He's picking this defense apart. They've also run the ball well, too, and here they are down close to the goal line. This defense has no idea what's coming next.
The give to the fullback. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. It's complete to the left. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
4th and goal from the 5, and the offense is staying on the field. What a big moment here. From the gun. It's complete, and he will score. Touchdown, Kane! That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Now on first down from the 30. On the option. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Owens. Throws for the tight end. Oh, picked off.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Headed to the end zone. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Big fullback's got it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Miami!
First and goal. You know what's coming. They know what's coming. Can you stop it? And you can't. Pound the football straight ahead. Get in for 6. Nice job by the big play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Fair catch, called for and made. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looks as if he's going to run it. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits, and make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of the game.
This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And the ball is intercepted. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the 2nd quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point, but this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping them in the game early. Now, holding down their end. Now get the offense rolling, put up some points on the scoreboard, and then you can really get dangerous in this ballgame.
The give to the fullback. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down.
They need a conversion on 3rd and 3 to make the most of that great starting field position. Fullback's got it. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. The Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. Give to the fullback. He'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
At the 8-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Touchdown, Hurricane! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Owens. Grabs it in the middle, and he's dragged down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got his man quickly. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Leaves it with the running back. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the ground. He's got it again. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. 2nd and 1, and they're going to make him line up to defend the pass. 4 wideouts, 2 on either side. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Wants to throw. It's Owens. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Going the other way, and he's got room. And after making the interception, he takes it inside the 40.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quick completion on the out route. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. Makes the grab on the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. And as the clock is winding down here in the 1st half, they'll send out the field goal team. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Canes will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger. That is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud, Reese, and be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
One back in the backfield. He gets the carry.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. On the option. He'll toss it. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
I'll tell you guys, this fullback, he's not just a blocker. He can catch the football, and he can also run it, especially on 3rd down. What a weapon.
The Tigers are flying down the field. Movement here from the tight end. Using his legs, it's Miranda. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Now he's looking to throw it. Fires into the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make, and I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows, and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking for a man, it's Owens. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He caught it. That's where they'll mark him. A very productive play and a 1st down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point.
24, LSU, 14.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. And see.
Hit the afterburners, kid. Giving him his pads. Tackle is made after the 1st down.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Oh, sweet feet. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They're working that left side. Touchdown, Canes! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Maybe you see my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Back to pass, it's Owens. He's going to throw deep right side. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, LSU! Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. I know they put up really good numbers on offense, but, David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tired cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Give to the fullback. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Fullbacks are very unselfish. One of the most unselfish positions you can find in football. They block 99% of the time. When you can give them that rock, get a first down. Those guys are really big. You know, they're really powerful. They usually fall.
He's loose. The 20. Touchdown, Miami. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
No monkey business. First down, come downhill, run the fullback. He gets in the end zone. Let's not make any bones about this. Be physical, run that thing, block those guys up front. Nice job by this offense taking care of business in the red zone.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Continues to fight for yards. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you, because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Motion from the offense. With jet sweep pass. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally, handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you've just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. The give to the tailback. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. LSU right back to the line. Back to throw, it's Owens. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Every journey begins with a step. This offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Got it behind the line. It's Miranda. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Lost one deep down the right side. And he makes the catch at the 10. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
First and goal, LSU.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll pull it on the read. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Miami 38, LSU 21.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long games. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Got it! And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Looking to pass, it's Owens. They're bringing heat. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is why you never quit on a play. And 4th down by the goal line. It looked like the quarterback had nowhere to go with it, but he wouldn't quit. He wouldn't give in to the defense. He just dug deep down inside himself and found a way to score that TD. That was impressive.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. Give to the big fullback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, when you're handing off to your fullback, oftentimes these guys need some space to work so they can build up a head of steam and get the speed going, but that guy didn't have anywhere to go on that one.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
They'll power it inside with the fullback. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
And the Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. Makes a pass to Marker. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
The fullback. This takes me back to my days growing up, watching the fullback being on the field every single play. You don't see that anymore, but the big fella gets the football. Hey, he looks like he knew what to do with it, too. Nice little pickup, little agility, little speed, but mostly a lot of just girth and strength and just grown man.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll go to the fullback. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
Fullbacks, a.k.a. blocking backs, a.k.a. don't touch the football very often and usually don't go far down the field. But a nice little chunk run here for the fullback. Give him the ball, reward the big fella.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. To give to the big fullback. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. Handoff to the fullback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He looks that one in nicely. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Looking to move it through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
The quick out. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. LSU quick to the line. This is a designed run. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking downfield, it's Owens. Oh, he makes the catch. At the 40, there he goes. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Have to execute with precision. Under a minute and a half to play. They want to run this quarterback. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They'll go with the 5 wide outset on 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Unleashes one deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
A 1st down run in the red zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the right. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It can happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand safety's got to see that and start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
There we go. There's step 1. There's a lot of things that needs to happen for this offense, but they started with the touchdown. Time's ticking out. We got to go for 2 here. Cut this to 8, where we maybe can get another score and get that 2-point conversion to tie.
Dropping back, it's Owens. Scrambling away. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Yeah, and And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well, but now...
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On second down, he's looking downfield. He's going for the big play. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week, he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
They get to him as he throws. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
He'll start this drive firing. Dumps it off in the flats. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Here comes the offense on second down. Dropping back, it's Owens. He'll take a shot. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. It's dropped, and that's how we'll wrap up this one as the game is over. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with this many points that's being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.